Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Miami Miles. My name's Mickey. In this video, I've got a little bit of a surprise for you. Something, you know, really small. This afternoon, one of the neighbors near my office lent me his beautiful 2015 DB9. And honestly, guys, my entire life, ever since I was a kid, I've wondered, what does that V12 sound like? What is it to rev that thing almost to 8,000 RPM and hit the shift and listen to that beautiful V12 symphony? Well, today, I get the opportunity to find out. But before I do, guys, before I go for my first drive and I share with you my impressions on this car, I want to do a little overview around the exterior of the car. Now, I know most of you are probably going to be like,
oh, Mickey, we've seen 1,000 DB9s before. What's different about your review?
The difference is that I'm going to share with you how it makes me feel. And how it touches me deep inside. I am such a fanboy when it comes to vehicles like that, right? I think those vehicles are a dying breed. This is a car that one day will be gone and we will miss it. And it will be an instant classic because just look at it. Now, before we go for the drive, let's do a little spec review. As we walk around the car, you see that this car in particular has been spec'd with this beautiful black paint that has a little fleck in the paint. And I don't know if you can see that, right? Probably not with the camera, but nonetheless, it's absolutely breathtaking. As we work our way around the car, you'll see that it's been fitted with these dark gray wheels with the red calipers on the carbon ceramic brakes. We have the carbon fiber mirror caps. And then as we go around the vehicle, right, we see how the roofline integrates perfectly into this beautiful ducktail spoiler. Look at this thing, look at the angle. I bet you guys have never seen that before. As we make our way around the back of the car, we'll see how the headlights surround these beautiful carbon fiber inserts here and there, as well as how Sergio has purchased this beautiful license plate surround and has outfitted the car with a James Bond 007 license plate. What a masterpiece. And guys, I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but underneath you'll see how the two exhaust pipes exiting from that glorious 5.9 liter V12 exit out the back through the bottom diffuser, right? Look at that, guys. And I can't wait to show you what this thing sounds like. Like, you know, I'm such a fanboy when it comes to naturally aspirated deliciousness. What a masterpiece. So now that you've seen the outside of the car, now that I've walked you through the spec, let's go ahead and get inside the car. Now, check this out, guys. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before, but when you open an Aston Martin, you have to flip this little thing open and then the door comes up, right? And look at the angle at which that opens. It looks like James Bond's about to step in, but instead your boy Mickey is, who's not as sexy as James Bond, but hopefully at least, you know, this car will be able to transmit all of its feels through me to you. And as we get into the cabin, we'll see this amazing hand-stitched leather interior. Right away, you'll see how the stitching is built into the doors and the leather is so soft. Also, guys, as we swing our way into the car, we'll see that I've put the key in. I'm using the spare key because Sergio doesn't use his crystal key. But you'll see speedometer goes this way and the rev counter goes this way. So as you're accelerating, you'll see this climbing and you'll see this climbing correspondingly, which is super cool. Now this car is the automatic, right? Which is amazing because the first thing that I realized is that it drives as an extremely comfortable automatic automobile. So right here, you'll see how it's got the up paddle and the down paddle for shifting. And then when we look here in the dash, we'll see all of the controls to put the car in park, drive, reverse, all the things you've seen in any other Aston Martin. as we make our way down, I'm not gonna get into all of these buttons here for the radio. I think those are irrelevant when it comes to a drive impression. But down here, we've got the sport suspension button. We've got the sport button itself to strengthen the powertrain, increase throttle response, right? I don't know if it releases any more power in this car, but the button is damn nice with this glass. Over here is the traction control. And then over here, I believe, is a pen. Look at that, the Aston Martin pen. I bet you that thing's a couple $1,000. Geez, maybe I'll steal it from Sergio and he won't notice. Making our way down here, you'll see we have the seat controls and a nice place to put our arm. Now again, I don't want to focus too much on this stuff because what really matters to me is taking this little key and putting it in this little ignition. Let's go ahead and start the car up. Now the car obviously starts off with the valves closed, but if you firmly press your foot on the accelerator, listen to that thing. Guys, I'm so excited to drive this thing, you can't even comprehend. So anyways, guys, let's go for our first drive of this masterpiece. So here we are on our way for our first drive of the Aston Martin. What an automobile, guys. Okay, where do I start? Look, let's start with the ride, because that's the very first thing I noticed when I departed from my parking spot. The car is honestly really comfortable. Look, I thought my GT3 had a tremendous amount of comfort, but it turns out that the Aston Martin takes that comfort to the next level, because this feels like you're riding around in something so opulent, something so luxurious. It's as if you're either in a Bentley or a Rolls Royce. The car rides over bumps in such a controlled manner that you at no point feel like you're in danger for your life. Honestly, this feels instantaneously like a car you could drive every single day. Now, this car is fitted with the automatic transmission, meaning that it makes for a very comfortable drive and an extreme crisp upshift, but on the downshift it does lag a little bit between the time you pull the downshift paddle and the time it actually executes the downshift. So I'm going to depart this little stop sign and I'm going to hit it. Oh yes, oh yes. I could definitely get myself in some trouble in this car. Let me go ahead and roll down these windows so you guys can hear what I'm talking about, because once the windows are up, the car turns into something much more civilized. But with the windows down, listen to this thing. What? Guys, if you've never driven one of these, go right now and drive one. Look, it's not an extreme sporty feel, right? Because that's not what it's designed to be, but it gives you the comfort, the luxury with the subtleness of that V12 nestled in that hood. The way that it sounds, I think that it sounds so legendary, and especially this car. I believe this car has some kind of exhaust up there, but listen to that, man. Oh my God, what a masterpiece. No wonder they continue to put this V12 over and over and over in their cars. I believe even the last generation Vantage had this V12 within it. But listen to that, man. Now, let's talk a little bit about the brakes. This car, as I mentioned, is fitted with the carbon ceramics, and these carbon ceramics make me remember just how much I miss the carbon ceramics of old in my McLaren. Honestly, the brakes in the GT3, I think I touched about it in my review before, aren't that great. Those are the regular brakes. Those are not the PCCBs. These carbon ceramics make remember how they tap into your soul. They literally read your every thought and react exactly as you depress that pedal. So the more you press that pedal in, the brakes stop. They don't grab, they don't feel uncomfortable, and then they don't have that uncomfortable engaging point that the Porsche does. So the brakes on this thing are absolutely amazing. Now, within the city where I am right now, within Miami Springs, there really isn't a whole lot of paces to test out the car, but I can drive it around within the neighborhood and do a little acceleration button. Dude, what is this, man? Again. Now, obviously I'm not getting out of the car everything that I would want. Because it's not my car, I can't turn the traction control off. I keep getting the little squirrely yellow thing light up here on my dash, and I know it's not letting me do what I want to do. Like right there, it's lighting up. Oh, but it sounds so good. And the way that it cracks in between those shifts is just breathtaking. So overall, guys, look, as I collect my emotions here a little bit, And I'm sorry this isn't a more in-detail review where I go and I drive it on track or I take it on some curbs. Obviously, here in Miami, there isn't really any curbs to take a car anyways. But here, this is the extent of the curb. I'm going around a roundabout. Actually, let me give you my impressions on this roundabout here. Okay, it slid out for me a little bit. Obviously, I got off the power. Sergio, sorry, bro. But guys, look, to collect my thoughts a little bit on this car, the vehicle is out of this world. It gives you comfort, but it gives you that subtleness of speed. It gives you the soul that every single car should have, the soul that all these new electric cars and hybridized powertrains are losing. With that sound, you know that you are in bed with something sexy, something sinister, something that if you don't keep an eye on it, it will tear your clothes off and have its way with you. And that's the way I imagine this car is. Listen to that thing, man. Hold on. Let me put these windows down again. What is this thing? Again, here we go on stop sign. Let's go. Let's hit it. Come on. That sound, guys. Oh my God. And honestly, I think that's the most shocking part of all is the way this thing sounds. Oh my God. I would just drive it around like this, like a little kid. Downshifting. Downshiffting. God, I wish I could take the traction control off. I wish I could take the traction control off. Let me give you my conclusion on this car. At some point, we are gonna reach the very top of this market and these cars will start to drop in value. And I recommend you hurry to your Aston Martin dealership, especially if you want something comfortable, something you can drive every day, something that absorbs the bumps, that's not gonna kill your wife or girlfriend and she's not gonna complain about it because it's too loud and uncivilized. I recommend you go buy one of these things. I believe he bought this thing in the low 90s, which is an absolute steal. I paid for my 911 Turbo right around 100. I think I said last video 110, but I think it was more like 107, 105. So for about 10 grand cheaper, 15 grand cheaper, you could have gotten one of these. And honestly, this is a better car. Listen, it's a better car, guys. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a speed guy, and this thing isn't the fastest thing in the world, but it's fast enough to extract the smile from your face. And really, that's all that matters. You guys should be driving around in a car that extracts the smiles, and that's what this does. And I'm sorry for continuing to blab on, but honestly, this thing is special. I love you, DB9. Thank you, Sergio, for letting me drive it. Look, guys, if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor. Scroll down below. Give me a big like. Give me a subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to pop out content like this for you every single day. I hope that you have an amazing day. Take care.